in Vancouver from Camlaren Mine Development. Welcome to Vancouver, Gerry. It's nice to have you.
Thank you.
I believe you're here to meet with a metallurgical engineer.
Correct. I met with John Fox yesterday.
Why did you meet with him in particular?
He's been recommended to me by several people. One of them is now a director of your company. And he has a lifetime of experience. He's 65 years old. He's been doing this all his life. And I'm a kind of person that believes you should verify as much as possible that you're on the right path before you spend any money, so this is what I want to do. John is he's a specialist in ore recovery, milling. He's been doing this all his life. And we have got a basic flow sheet, basic plan, and every time we go and approach a company about it, we have been getting a lot of machinery in there that we don't want or need, and so I wanted to have the process simplified without jeopardizing recovery.
Gerry, when it comes to a recovery system, do you have a plan? Has it been decided on?
Pretty well. We're covering our bases, but we priced everything either to go with flotation or to go with a cyanide system. The guaranteed best results as of present are going to be going with a cyanide system.
Gerry, it seemed to me that we had really good results. I think it was 92% using gravity and cyanide. Why are we going for more tests?
We're going for more testing because, if possible, I'd like to try and use flotation because it's very benign, it's environmentally friendly. If we can get the recovery up to near what we're getting with cyanide, we're going to be able to, the capital expenditure is going to be less. Capital expenditure for a flotation setup is going to be in the neighborhood of 60% of the cost that it would be if we were going to go with a carbon in leach and electrowinning process. That's a reduction in machinery, reduction in cost, and lower environmental impact. These are the reasons to look at it further. If after 3 tests, this one doesn't give us any variation, and flotation still comes out the loser, then we just have to accept it and we have to go with cyanide.
So Gerry, you mentioned cyanide. As soon as I hear cyanide, I get really concerned. Is that an environmental hazard?
Okay, sure, let's put it in perspective then. What is one of the biggest producers of cyanide in British Columbia? Fireweed. There's a measurable spike in the soil of cyanide every fall when fireweed goes to seed. And it's nothing to do with mining. It's a naturally produced, unstable organic compound that is destroyed by sunlight and oxygen. In the concentration levels that we're going to be using it in a mine site, which is 0.2%, 0.2 to 1% level, at that level, it's something you can handle with your bare hands. It's not something that I recommend you ingest or anything like that, but it's quite benign. It causes great excitement and consternation among people like Mine Watch and things like that they're polluting the environment, but that's not necessarily the truth. The truth is that it's used all over the world. It's used as we speak in Tanzania, and it's used by a commercial operation in Bunda, only a short distance away.
But this is still to be determined whether we're going to actually use that.
That's correct.
When we get our flotation.
We do know that at present time that's the fail-safe method that will work for us without a question. So I've done a lot of homework on that. But if we can somehow use flotation, I'll go with flotation.
Gerry, thank you for spending this time with us to answer some questions. I know it wasn't the main reason you came to Vancouver, but we appreciate getting the answers to some of these.
Thank you.
Coming up next in the media room is Gerry's visit to China to see manufacturers of gold recovery mills.